Hi, hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ibrahim Sakbalaji, and I'm founder of Bote Technologies. In this tutorial video today, I'm going to show you how I solved the Greenhorn machine on hackthebox. If you're new to this channel, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's get started. The first step in solving this machine is to connect to hackthebox. So to do this, I'm going to click on this button and I'm going to click on machine, and I would click on the Open VPN option. So I'm going to leave my VPN access as EU, and I'm going to click on the download button. So I'm going to move this a little bit, and I'm going to click on download VPN. So this is going to download a lab access file with an extension of .ovpn. So once this file has been successfully downloaded, I'm going to navigate to my download directory, and I'm going to rename this file to greenhorn.htb. So once this file has been successfully renamed, I'm going to create a new directory on my desktop. So this new directory is going to be called greenhorn.htb, greenhorn.htb, and I'm going to press enter to rename this directory. So once the directory has been successfully renamed, I'm going to go to my download, and I'm going to rename the lab access file to greenhorn as well. I'm going to choose the rename option, and I'm going to rename this to greenhorn.ovpn, and I'm going to click on the rename button. So once the file has been successfully renamed, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this file right into the new directory I've just created on my desktop. I'm going to navigate to Greenhorn, and I'm going to paste this file right here. So once the file has been successfully moved, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this directory in my terminal by right clicking and choosing the option open in terminal. So once the terminal has been successfully opened, I'm going to type sudo open vpn greenhorn.ovpn, and I'm going to click enter. So I'm going to type the password of my Kali Linux, and I'm going to hit the enter key on my keyboard. So this is going to establish a connection between my Kali Linux terminal and hackthebox. So once the connection has been successfully established, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Greenhorn, and I'm going to start my target machine. So I'm going to click on join machine, and this is going to assign an IP address of 10.10.11.25 to my machine. I'm going to click on the join machine, and this is going to assign the target IP address. So to verify if the connection to HTB is successful, I'm going to click on the refresh button, and this button right here is going to turn to green, and it's going to show the number of active connection on my machine. So right here we have two connections. So this shows that the connection between my Kali Linux terminal and hackthebox is successful. So once this connection has been successfully established and I've joined the machine, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to perform enumeration using Nmap. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose on new tab. In the new tab, I'm going to type nmap tag sv tag pn tag t5 tag vvvv greenhorn.htb, and I'm going to hit the enter button on my keyboard. So this is going to scan the entire IP address, and this is going to check for any open port that is available on the target machine. So before this finish loading, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose the new tab. So I'm going to add this target IP address and the domain name inside my etc/host file. So I'm going to type sudo nano etc/host, and I'm going to type in the password of my Kali Linux. So I'm going to add this new IP address to my GNU interface by typing 10.10.11.25, and I'm going to assign a domain name which is greenhorn.htb. So once this has been completed, I'm going to hold the Ctrl X on my keyboard, and I'm going to press Y and enter on my keyboard to save the file. So once the file has been successfully saved, I'm going to navigate back to my second tab, and right here I have the nmap scan was unsuccessful, so I'm going to rescan this by typing nmap tag sv, and I'm going to hit the enter key on my keyboard as well. So we found port 80, port 22, and port 3000, and these are all the ports that are available on the target IP address. So once the scan has been successfully completed, I'm going to navigate back to my browser, and I'm going to type in 10.10.11.25, and I'm going to hit the enter key on my keyboard. So this is going to redirect us to Greenhorn official website. So right here we have a message on our screen. Dear aspiring web developers, welcome to Greenhorn Web Development. We are thrilled to have you join our community. dedicated to helping juniors start their web development careers. So I couldn't find anything that could help us in solving this machine. I'm going to navigate to this next tab, and right here we have welcome the new junior. Welcome the new junior. Welcome to our new team. Welcome to our new team member. We are thrilled to introduce the latest edition of our team, a bright, enthusiastic talent who is ready to make a positive impact from day one. So I'm going to right click on this web page, and I'm going to choose the inspect option. I'm going to scan all the directories to see if we can find anything that could help us in solving this machine. So unfortunately, we couldn't find anything, and I'm going to close back the inspect section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my terminal one more time, and I'm going to perform GoBuster and subdomain enumeration so that we can find any other URLs that might help us in pounding our machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type GoBuster directory tag Greenhorn HTB, and I'm going to scan at port 3000, and I'm going to use the word list, and I'm going to hit the enter key on my keyboard. So this is going to search for all the subdomains that are available on greenhorn.htb at port 3000. So luckily we're able to find some directories. So right here we have the user/login, we have explore/repos, asset/image/favicon.png, and also we have the user/login, and we have the the user/login as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my browser, and I'm going to edit the URL link. So I'm going to append 3000, and I'm going to hit the enter key on my keyboard. So this is going to redirect us to another web page. So I'm going to click on the explore button, and this is going to show the repository of the Greenhorn website. I'm going to click on green admin/greenhorn, and this is going to open the repository, which basically contains all the directories and all the files that are used in creating this website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate to data, and I'm going to navigate to settings, and inside the settings directory I have the pass.php file. So I'm going to click on pass.php file, and I found the hash key. I found the hash value right here. So we need to crack this hash to find out the hidden information in this hash. So I've highlighted the hash, and I'm going to right click to copy the file to the values. So I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to try to crack this hash by going to crackstation.net. So I'm going to navigate to crackstation.net, and I'm going to pass the value of the hash which I've just copied from the pass.php file. I'm going to paste this hash, and I'm going to click on I'm not a robot. So once the verification has been completed, I'm going to click on the button crack hashes, and this is going to crack our hashes. So I'm going to click on next, and I'm going to verify all these images. So I'm going to click verify, and once the verification has been completed, I'm going to click on crack hashes, and this is going to return the value of our hash. So the result is I love you, and the type of hash is SHA-512. So I'm going to copy I love you. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go back to Greenhorn directory. So I'm going to navigate back to the root directory, and I'm going to go to login.php. So in the login.php we have the session token. So we have the location as admin.php. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to type greenhorn.htb/login.php, and I'm going to see if we have a login screen. So luckily we are able to find a login screen, but we don't have our password. So I guess the result we got from our crack hash can be used to log in into the content management system. So I'm going to type I love you one, and I'm going to hit the enter button. So before I enter the login button, before I click on the login button, right here we have an information that this content management system was built on block 4.7 port 18. So we're going to look at the vulnerabilities that are associated with this version of this content management system. So before that, I'm going to click on login, and let's see if this will sign us in successfully. So luckily we're able to sign in into the greenhorn.htb admin panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go I'm going to click on a new tab, and I'm going to search for log 4.7.18 exploit. So I'm going to type log 4.7.18 exploit, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So this is going to search for the vulnerabilities and exploits that are associated with this current version of technology. So right here we have the exploit database. This is one of my favorite platform for checking for exploits. So I'm going to click on log the version 4.4, and right here we can read about the proof of concept, and we can also download the exploit as well. So this is the URL for the remote code execution. We have http localhost/blog/data/moodle/mirabash/miri.php. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pentest monkey, and I'm going to download a reverse shell .php file. So I'm going to click and I'm going to search for pentest, and I'm going to download the PHP file. So this is the pentest repository, and we have the reverse shell.php. So I'm going to click on this download raw file, and this is going to download the PHP reverse shell. So once the file has been successfully downloaded, I'm going to navigate to my download directory, and I'm going to rename this. To keep the name short, I'm going to rename it to reverse shell.php. So I'm going to click on rename, and I'm going to remove the PHP in the front. So I'm going to click on rename. So once the file has been successfully renamed, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the IP address and the port number to input in my reverse shell. So to do this, I'm going to right click inside my terminal, and I'm going to choose option open in terminal. So what I need to do now is I need to perform an ifconfig code. So right here I have 10.10.15.1. so this is the IP address of our target machine, and this is the IP address which we will use to gain a reverse shell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on the reverse shell.php to open the file in a text editor. So once the file has been successfully opened, I'm going to navigate to the IP address, and I'm going to change the value of the IP address from 127.0.0.1 to 10.10.15.1, and I'm going to change the port number as well to 444 for simplicity. I'm going to change this to 444, and I'm going to save this file. I'm going to click on save, or I can hold Ctrl+S on my keyboard to save the file. So once the file has been successfully saved, I'm going to zip this file and upload it on the Greenhorn website. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go back to my directory, and I will try to zip this reverse shell.php and make it a zip file. So to do this, I'm going to choose a new option, and I'm going to click on open in terminal. In open in terminal, I'm going to type the following command: zip reverse shell.zip, and I'm going to pass the reverse shell.php file. So this is going to create a reverse shell.zip file right inside our directory. So as you can see, we have the reverse shell.zip. So once the file has been created, once the zip file has been created, I'm going to close this terminal, and I'm going to go back to my Greenhorn.htb admin panel. So in the admin panel, I'm going to click on options, and I'm going to click on manage modules. So on the manage module web page, I'm going to click on install a module, and we are going to upload the reverse shell.zip file which we've just created. So the reason why we zip the file is because the modules does not accept any other files except from a zip file. So that's why we try to archive it into a zip file. So to do this, I'm going to go back to my terminal, and I'm going to start a netcat listener at port 444, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the browse button, and I'm going to upload the reverse shell.file which we've just created. I'm going to double click, and I'm going to click on the upload button. So we got a message: the module has been installed successfully, and I'm going to go back to my netcat listener, and luckily we are able to get the shell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stabilize the shell by running python 3 taxi import pty, and I'm going to spawn this by passing bin.bash. I'm going to pass bin/bash, and I'm going to press enter on my key. So this has successfully stabilized the shell, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to list out all the files or the directory we might have. And right here, these are all the directories we have in the data at Greenhorn shell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my directory up to home, and I'm going to list all the files or all the directories we have. So we have Git and we also have Junior. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change to super user at Junior, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So right here we are prompted to type in the password. So I'm going to use the password we got from CrackStation, which is I love you one. I'm going to go back to my terminal and I'm going to type I love you one, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So luckily we are able to get Junior at Greenhorn shell, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to list all the files we have in Junior at Green. So these are the two files we have. We have Git and we have Junior. So I'm going to change this directory to the root directory by typing change directory, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So next I'm going to type ls to list all the files, and right here we have the user.txt file, and also we have the using openverse.pdf file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the content of the user.txt file by typing cat user.txt, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So this is how we got the user.txt flag. And so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to look at how we can obtain the root flag. So to obtain the root flag, I need to create a new file from this PDF file. So to do this, I'm going to type move, and I'm going to type the following text. I have using openverse.pdf, and I'm going to create a new file from this file. So I'm going to call this file openverse.pdf, and I'm going to hit the enter key on my keyboard. So once I've created a new file, I'm going to list all the files in the directory. Make sure the file is right here. So I have openverse.pdf, and I also have the user.txt file. So what I'm going to do is I need to transfer this file from John at Green shell to my directory on my Kali Linux. So to do this, I'm going to type Python 3 MC, and I'm going to have my HTTP. I'm going to have Python 3 tag m http.server, and I'm going to listen to this at port 333, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So right here I'm going to open my other terminal, and inside the other terminal I'm going to move this openverse.pdf inside the greenhorn.htb. So to do this, I'm going to use wget greenhorn.htb at port 333, and the name of the file I want to move from the shell is openverse.pdf. So I'm going to type this, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So this would have successfully transferred the file from my shell to my computer. So I'm going to type ls to list all the files, and luckily we were able to move the file openverse.pdf inside my main Kali Linux machine. So I'm going to go back to files, and I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back to the directory, and I'm going to open the Greenhorn HTB directory to see if the file has been successfully moved. So I have the openverse.pdf. I'm going to open this by displaying the content of the PDF file. So we have a message: hello Junior, you have recently installed openverse on our server to actively monitor and identify potential security vulnerabilities. So when you look at this PDF file, we have enter password, and we have a hidden message right here. So what we need to do is we need to find the content of this hidden message. To find the content of this hidden message, we need to separate the actual PDF and the image from each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my browser, and I'm going to open a new website called tools.pdf. So tools.pdf is a platform that allows you to extract images from PDF files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this choose file, and I'm going to upload the new file which we've just which we've just moved from our shell. So I'm going to choose the openvals.pdf, and once the file has been successfully uploaded, I'm going to click on extract images, and this is going to separate the image from my PDF file. And I'm going to click on the download button to download the result. So this has successfully downloaded the the output. So I have the openvals.zip, and I'm going to navigate back to my files, and I'm going to go back to downloads. So inside the downloads directory, I have the openvals.zip. So I need to I need to extract this. So to extract this, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose the option open in terminal. Inside the terminal, I'm going to type unzip openvals.zip, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So right here we have an image. So this image basically is the hidden message in our PDF file. So as we can see, the image is still blurred, and we need to clean this image using another tool. So right here we can't find, or we can't see the content of this image. So we need to clean out the image using a GitHub tool. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to open a new tab. So in the new tab, I'm going to go to GitHub, and I'm going to clone a GitHub repository called dpix. So I'm going to clean out this, and I'm going to type spipm/dpix. So this is a tool which allows you to clean out blurred part of an image, and it's a very good tool when it comes to digital forensics. So the dpix is a proof of concept for a technique to recover plain text from pixelized screenshots, and this implementation works on pixelized image that were created on a linear box filter. So what we need to do is we need to look at how we can install this dependency. So right here we have the code. So I'm going to click on this copy option, and I'm going to navigate back to my terminal. So I'm going to go back to files, and inside the files I have the 0.png, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose the option open in terminal. Inside the terminal, I'm going to paste this code which I've just copied on the GitHub page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the part of this image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this image, and I'm going to paste the part right inside the second line. So I'm going to go back and edit the content of the part. So I'm going to edit this. So right here, the file is located in home/boltex/download, and the name of the file is 0.png, which is currently here. So we need to specify where the output of the new cleaned image is going to be. So I'm going to go back and edit this as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this part as well, and I'm going to paste this. And so instead of having the 0.png, I'm going to clean out this, and the output of the new image we are going to have is going to be called output.png. So I want the output to be saved in downloads, and I want the name to be output.png. So once I've successfully edited this, I'm going to hit the enter key on my keyboard, and right here we have an error. So I forgot to clone the GitHub repository. I'm so sorry about that, and I'm going to go back and copy the code of this. So I'm going to click on copy URL, and I'm going to go back to my terminal. Inside my terminal, I'm going to clone this tool by typing git clone http github.com/spipm/dpix.git, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So this is going to clone the tool, and once the tool has been successfully cloned, I'm going to go back to my download directory, and right here I have the dpix directory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change into the directory by typing change directory dpix, and I'm going to list all the files that are there in the directory. So in the directory I have dpix.py, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code one more time, and I'm going to paste it right below. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to paste this right here. So right here we have the path to where the image is located is home/voltex/download 0.png, and I want the output of this image to be in home/voltex/downloads, and I want the name of the file to be called output.png. So I'm going to hit the enter key, and this is going to extract the content of the 0.png file. So this is going to take a while, and we have to be patient while this is cleaning out our pixeled image. So once this has been successfully completed, this is going to create a new file called output.png, and when we try to open the image, we can see the content of what was actually blurred from the 0.png file. So the content of the output.png is the password to obtaining our root user flag. So once this has been completed, we are going to see how we can get our root flag from the content of the output.png file. All right, so right here we have the output of our file, and right here I'm going to zoom in and we can see the content of the blurred image. So the content of the blurred image is side from side, the other side, side from side, the other side. I'm going to type this in my URL: side from side, the other side, side from side, the other side. So I'm going to copy this and cut it, and I'm going to go back to my shell, and okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit from this shell, and I'm going to listen at port 444 one more time, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So I'm going to go back to my browser, and I'm going to try to upload a new reverse shell.zip file. So I'm going to click on browse and I'm going to upload the reverse shell .zip file. I'm going to click on upload and this is going to generate the reverse shell. So once I've obtained my reverse shell, so I'm going to stabilize the reverse shell by typing Python 3 taxi import pty column pty.spawn, and I'm going to pass bin bash /bin/bash, and I'm going to stabilize the shell. So once this shell has been successfully stabilized, I'm going to type in ls and I'm going to change to root user, and I'll be prompted to type in my password. So my password is from the output.png, side from side, the other side, side from side, the other side. I'm going to go back to my terminal and I'm going to click on paste and I'm going to hit the enter key. So right here I've been able to obtain the root shell, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type ls to list all the files, and right here I'm going to change this to the root folder and I'm going to press ls. I'm going to type ls one more time and I'm going to read the content of the root.txt file by typing cat root.txt and I'm going to hit the enter key. So right here we have our root.txt. Like, if you really enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next tutorial video. Thank you.